Sorry guys, too late. Me too. It's not about me, it's NBA. Hey, good evening guys. Questions or?
Yeah, Vlade, what was it that stood
I would like
up?
to just say first, like
that
we are so happy to welcome Justin, Kyle, and Vanja to Sacramento family. I think it was a great night for us. Happy with the outcome. So exciting to have those kind of players that fit our style of basketball, and happy for the future of the Kings.
Vlade, what was it with Justin James that stood out from his workout when he was here in Sacramento and made you think that he was the right selection when you guys had that pick at 40?
He's a combo guard, very strong, very smart basketball IQ. He can, definitely keep up the way we want to play. I think he's a ready NBA player.
A lot of your player evaluations of Vlade, 101 players, but particularly, with Justin James, him working out here. Did you get a chance, or your staff get a chance to see him work out at other places, or everything was?
Well, we follow his obviously college career, and that's the reason why we're so high on him. Bring him here in Sacramento, working very closely, talk to everybody about his professionalism, and a lot for the game, So we were so excited when we had time, when we spent time with him here in Sacramento.
Vlade, picking where you were in the second round, were you looking to fill needs, particularly with the guys you drafted, or was it just a matter of the best players who were available on your board as they came along with those players?
It was more, best players that can fit the way we want to play in the future, and I think the outcome was perfect for us.
Vlade, how serious did you shop the picks or your cap space over the last couple of days building up to this, and did you come close to any deals?
I have to tell you, we worked so hard to prepare ourselves for this year's draft. We have a lot of different options, but when we execute tonight, we were so happy about the outcome tonight. So, we had a lot of stuff going on, but when we made the plan, it was executed very well.
Kyle Guy is the lone player that came through for a second workout. What stood out from his workouts, and do you think that was a little bit of an advantage, having that second look in the gym?
Well, if you ask me, except his shooting, I could, say a lot of stuff, but his shooting is just exceptional. I think he's, I don't know if I can say that, but very confident. He's one of the best, shooters in this class. He's just unbelievable. And when we had him first time, it was like everybody were so excited about, said we gotta bring him again, see if he's just lucky. I know he was making a lot of shots second time too. So if you talk about Kyle's game and say one thing that is elite, he's definitely shooting is an elite weapon for him.
Did you see that game against Auburn and just the fact that he had ice in his veins, and is that part of why you love him so much?
I was live, I was there. I was watching, that game, and I didn't like the way the game ended up, but, it shows you right there that you got, a big heart, and a clutch player.
Are these three guys that you can see possibly working their way into the rotation at some point next season, or are you looking at more along the lines of bringing them along slowly? Maybe they'll be in Stockton.
Well, I have to, they have to kind of work so hard. This, exciting time for them, all three of them. They they were picked by NBA teams. It's a lot of work in front of them, and they have to earn it. And Coach Luke is gonna, make those decisions.
Vlade, tell us a little bit about Vanja. I don't, there's not as much information available about him to us right now. What can you tell us?
Well, he's one of the best prospect from Europe, and knowing Vanja for a long time, and he's coming from the very good basketball program that Bogies came from, Partizan. So a lot of NBA guys came from that basketball program. So I'm very confident that he's going to be an NBA player. He's a great shooting ability, knows how to play. Basketball IQ is just off the chart.
Are any of these guys ready, to step up big time day one when the season opens?
It's early to say. Obviously we have a California Classic, we have a Summer League. Like I said, a lot of work in front of them. Training camp, they have to earn the spot.
Vlade, back here, can you talk about, not having a first-round pick this year and how you guys kind of approached it? Does it make it harder, easier? Does it feel like less pressure? Just kind of the overall workflow for you guys.
Well, we worked so hard to prepare. Like I said before, we were so happy about outcome of this night. We got great three talented kids that we felt like they have ability to be an NBA player. Great shooting, all three of them. And today's game and the way we want to play, they fit perfectly for us.
And did this kind of did you kind of foresee this kind of going about as you expected, or were there some surprises along the way?
Well, a few of them, like you saw, it wasn't a surprise. First three picks, and then it went all over the place, and then started going, the way everybody expect, But in our case, we like I said, we were so happy with the outcome. We made a plan before, and it came the way we wanted to.
Do you see Kyle playing some point guard, or is he primarily a shooting guard?
I wish. I don't think he's ready right now. He's more like a shooting guard, but down the road, I wish he can develop his point guard abilities. So that would be good for him and obviously for us too.
Vlade, there was a lot of difference of opinions in terms of players and where they projected in the draft, and Vanja and Justin were not projected nearly that highly.
They were on our board.
Okay, well, so my question is just about the differences in opinions and the evaluation and the fan reaction when maybe a guy comes up that they hadn't heard a lot about leading up to the draft.
That's why you're here, so you can tell them my message. They shouldn't worry about it. Those guys are, like I said, great talent, great, especially like Vanja. Is a project, coming, from the Europe, one of the best players there. Like I said, Justin is, elite shooter, and basketball IQ, can play 1 and 2. Kyle and under, I think everybody knows about him, So, like I said again, we are so happy with the outcome.
You've mentioned shooting more than once about all three guys. It's just not just with the draft, but looking forward to free agency. Is that just kind of a priority now, just adding more shooting just to this roster to continue the style of play?
Shooting, basketball IQ, run, those kind of stuff you're gonna see from. You saw last year. So basically, we're just gonna continue to play that way, and we need the players that can fit on our style. And I think all three of them are good fit for us.
Last question.
It's early, but do you think, Vanja, do you look at him as a draft and stash, or do you think he'll be over this season at least, working on maybe a summer contract or possibly, with you guys in the G League and all that?
Like I said, in front of them, all three are a lot of work about Vanja. It's early to say, but we'll figure out, in next days. So we'll let you know in time.